everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, a product surfaced on Amazon that I think is going to be of interest to a lot of you. Here on the screen, we are on the United States Amazon, and this is the Tamagotchi On. This looks like it's going to be the first English color Tamagotchi released in North America. In the past, there was one color Tamagotchi in English, but it only released in China and certain parts of the United Kingdom. So this looks like it could really be a game changer for those Tamagotchi fans here in the United States, as well as other parts of the world that don't speak Japanese. From what I've gathered, this Tamagotchi doesn't seem to be officially announced. Bandai is teasing that next week they're going to make some kind of huge announcement, and I'm thinking it's just this. So far, other than the information that we have here on the Amazon page, I haven't found much else. At first glance, this just looks to be a Tamagotchi Meets repackaged for a North America or English-speaking audience. Again, I'm not sure if it's going to release in the UK, but I hope for those Tamagotchi fans across the pond that it will get released over there as well. And this all could change, but it looks like there are 4 color options. So there's not the option for the yellow fairy or the pink magical, but I still think this is a good array of color options for those that will be interested. My favorite part about seeing this Tamagotchi on Amazon is that it feels like Bandai is finally listening. Personally, I love the Japanese Tamagotchis, but I speak Japanese, so there isn't that hurdle for me to enjoy Tamagotchis that were released in Japan. There are a lot of fans out there that have been wanting an English color Tama for a long time, so it feels like they're finally getting one. So I hope this all turns out to be true, and I hope Bandai will release more information about it. I also feel like it's a great way to get more people into our hobby, so there is a bigger market for color Tamagotchis here in the United States, the United Kingdom, and elsewhere in the world other than Japan. I do have a couple of reservations about it, the first being the glitches. We had glitches in the fairy and the magical, and we didn't see much of an improvement in the pastel. I'm probably going to release a video with a little bit more information about this later in the week, but as much as I love my pastel, I am not particularly happy with it at the moment, and I know a lot of other people are feeling the same way. I'm so hoping that we're going to see an improvement specifically with the Sanrio Meets, because there are so many Sanrio fans out there that it'll just break their hearts to have the glitches that we're having with the pastel, fairy, and magical. According to this Amazon listing, this Tamagotchi On is supposed to be released in August 15th, so they definitely have had time to make improvements. I guess that's one more thing we should talk about, Tamagotchi On. I wonder why they changed the name of it, and I just don't get it yet. Maybe it's that the Tamagotchi is turned on to a color screen compared to the older Tamagotchi. I don't know. Not a huge fan of the name personally, but I'm not going to let that stop me from being excited about the device and putting information out there about the device, and hopefully it will be glitch-free so I can give it a great review. I also wonder what it means for future releases. It feels like they're just churning out these Meets releases for us. You know, we've had the Pastel, we're going to have the Sanrio, and possibly the Fantasy. I wonder if all of those are going to get an English take as well. Right now, I would guess it's probably not. I'm sure there's some hesitation as far as putting these toys out there. I mean, it's a $60 toy. It's a game that a lot of people think can just be played with a smartphone. I genuinely feel like I can't predict how popular it's going to be in America. Now, this is very different because it's a video game, but I almost want to compare it to Yokai Watch. I studied abroad in Japan when Yokai Watch had just been released, and it was crazy popular. Every kid in Japan was talking about Yokai Watch. And then it got released in America, and yeah, it did take off to some extent, but it just didn't feel like it had that popularity as it did in Japan. And I kind of foresee this being the same way. It's very popular with young girls in Japan, but maybe bringing it over here, it won't have that same effect. However, maybe that will inspire more adult collectors. I'm 25 years old, and I love to collect toys. I love the nostalgic feeling and excitement of it all. I hope some people like me that have never played Tamagotchi before will pick this up and realize that it is an exciting hobby. And hopefully that will inspire Bandai to make things specifically for us adults. Will it ever come to them making things exclusively for adults? Probably not. But I can hope for it in my dreams, right? Personally, I do think I will get one of these Tamagotchis, not so much to play it, more so to review it. I'm really curious about whether or not it will be able to connect to the Japanese meets, and I'm also curious because there's going to be an app that comes out with the Tamagotchi on, if the Tamagotchi meets and the Tamagotchi on will be compatible with each other's apps in any way. Right now, my plan is getting this green one that I have here on the screen. I've been wanting to pick that green magical up for a while, and I've just been putting it off. It's actually fairly cheap on Amazon Japan. I've seen it consistently with shipping for about $45 US, but I think I'm going to hold off to get this Tamagotchi on specifically. I already have some friends that have told me in person that they want me to get it and show it to them because they've been wanting a Tamagotchi but haven't been wanting to get a Japanese one. But I feel like I'm getting way ahead of myself there. Again, Bandai hasn't released too much information about this, nor have they really confirmed that this page here on Amazon is true. I feel like it probably is, but we'll have to wait till May 13th to hear their announcement. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you plan on getting one, or if you don't plan on getting one, let me know why. One more quick thing before we go. I wanted to share something that I've been working on for my channel, and it's just kind of ironic isn't really the right word, but it's just kind of funny that an English color Tamagotchi finally gets released after I've been slaving over working on this project. But I have been working on a Learning Japanese for Tamagotchi series. I'm hoping to release it within the month, but the whole point of the series is supposed to be an easy, simplified approach to learning Japanese specifically for Tamagotchi and other video games. Even though it now looks like we are going to have an English color Tamagotchi releasing in America, I do hope that some of you are still interested in checking out this series. I have been putting a ton of work into it, just a lot of little details, trying to make it simple and fun, yet still exciting and relevant to Tamagotchi. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and considered checking out my future Japanese Tamagotchi series and my other Tamagotchi videos. Again, I would love to hear your comments about the Tamagotchi on, so please leave them in the comments below, or jump over to our PandaBunny Discord and join our conversation about it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video!